Hello farmers, and welcome back to Frechdachs on Farming Simulator 25. A tremendous Thursday to everyone. Yes, it is evening. Yes, I'm standing over at the new pig pen that we put down last stream. And I was looking for a pig, but now I kind of see one kind of right in the center over there. Moseying on over to probably the feed trough. And yeah, currently waiting for a mowing contract to finish up so we can finish up the month of October. I got a couple of contracts to actually collect, so we shall see what our money total will look like here in just a moment. Hello, David, Eddie, Branding Iron, John's here, Sirwell as well, Watchdog. Welcome, each and every one of you. Yeah, I got a mowing contract currently going on with a MacDon. We've seen that many times, so let's wait for that worker to finish up. I got a cultivating contract that I took at the end of last stream. Need to collect on that, and I did a plowing contract, and I just finished that up myself. I had a worker drive the tractor kind of back towards the farm, so it should be kind of near us once we get done. And we're going to sleep to November, and yeah, start doing contracts. We'll keep an eye on our pigs to see how they're doing. I think their health, last I checked, was at like, oh, it says right here now, 3%. They're up to 3% health. And the healthier they get, the more manure we shall get, which right now we have very little. I think we're now up to, we're up to 5 liters. Not even enough to even see it on the ground, but it's there somewhere. And also, of course, we are starting to collect some slurry as well. And at some point, that stuff will be brought to the BGA. There's a little one right there. Actually, let's go into third person and kind of say hello to him. Hello, little one. How you doing? Just going to mosey on down to the pond, are you? Get yourself a drink of water. Or maybe roll in the mud or something like that. Whatever they decide to do, they'll be here for quite a while. Actually, a lot of them are coming up here. We only got 9 pigs, and I see 4 of them right here. All right, what's that MacDon doing? Are they? That's a cultivating job we're doing. All right, we can go ahead and we'll finish off ourselves. There's only 5% more to do. Barry, that wasn't Barry. That was Frank. Nothing but Franks around here. Franks, Francescas, Francines. Hello, Skender. How you doing today? Hopefully you slept well last night. So I guess our next goal on the farm, I would definitely like to... It's going to be a stretch to be able to do all what I want to do up to next harvest season, but I would like to buy the extra forest land and get a sawmill put down into it, clear cut that as much as we can, get some oak trees planted so they can start growing, and of course in 3 years' time we'll be able to cut some more trees down. Been told oak trees only take 3 years. But, you know, to get even the sawmill done, the contract's finished, good. To even get all that stuff done, yeah, I need 400,000. Need 400,000. So all the contracts are done. Let's go ahead and collect on all those as the game saves. Let's go ahead and collect on this one. So 85.54 for the plowing contract that I did. The mowing contract paid us 81.81. And the cultivating contract paid us $15,599. That's good to see. There are other contracts, but it is evening, so I think it's time we move on to November. That did get us up to $50,000, which is nice to see. Sam was here when I logged in, so I don't know if Sam is still around. I don't know if he already teleported back to Riverbend Springs. But Sam was here. Oh, there. Oh, no. He's starting to flicker. He's in the flickering stage. But there he is. See if I can... No, I'm not allowed to even pet him right now. I gotta spam the key at the right time. I think he's getting ready to disappear on us. Is what he's going to be end up doing here. Yep, he's going to mosey on his way over to Riverbend Springs. All right, let's go ahead and sleep through the night. I hear him sniffing, but I think he may have just left. He sniffed himself out of a squirrel. All right, I didn't check the sale page, even though I probably shouldn't be doing so. Okay. Nothing really there for us at all. Oh wait, I did not check. I did not scroll down. Is there more? No, that's it. That's it. Alright, we'll sleep until 8. Our wheat field that we planted will need to be weeded and fertilized, so the Massey Ferguson can get started on that right away. Man, I'll feed Sam, but we know Sam is kind of not here. Actually, no, it won't need to be weeded because we plowed the field, so I just need to fertilize it. Just need to fertilize it is all I need to do. Probably no contracts like we know in the first hour. Got to fast forward time a little bit. Hello, Martins. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. Contracts. Fertilizing for $12,000. Actually, I will accept that contract. Thank you very much. Harvesting. Cotton. Really have no interest in doing that either. Alright, so we'll grab the Massey Ferguson. Actually, I should come over here to the ice cream parlor and make sure we just dump in the honey. It's a habit. Don't need the honey right away anymore because we are doing pretty good on the honey side of things. Looks like we got 2 pallets of ice cream, which I do believe we sold last month, so that's why we're down to 2. I think we were saving up for the pig pens, what we were doing. So we are making roughly, well, not we, but the bees are making roughly 500 to 600 liters of honey per month. All right, he seems very happy at the ice cream parlor this morning. They're making ice cream. How was your day? Well, we're getting snow today. Not too thrilled about that, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I woke up, so that's a good thing. So that's step 1. That was step 1 to my day. I arose out of bed, and now here I am. Yeah, we'll top off with fertilizer. And we'll sneak through the trees here. And let's get our wheat field fertilized. Actually, you know what? Probably the way the wheat field is. Let me go ahead and... we will go ahead and get steering assist. Show lines on. And number of headlands 1. I did not hit OK. I don't use this enough, as you know. Steering assist. Show lines on. OK. There we go. That way I don't have to kind of figure out where I've been, where I have not been. Hello, Panther Killer. Welcome. So we planted this wheat field yesterday. After, of course, we started with corn in the field. Harvested the corn, plowed the field, limed the field, planted the field. Field of wheat. Next year, after the wheat, we'll be putting in the canola for the piglets. Or by then, they should be pigs. Oh yeah, probably should have just checked on the pig's health, see how much has gone up overnight. But I'm sure they got plenty of food. And I'm sure their health has gone from 3% maybe up to... maybe 40%? Maybe 50%? I think the bees are still active in November. Trying to peek over at the beehives, and I can't really see the activity. I mean, bees are kind of small, but I don't see them coming out. They should be, though. I think they're active in November. I think it's December, January, and February that they are not. And before I send this off to do the fertilizing contract, I will top this off because I don't want to be running out. Let's put the time speed at times 10. Just so we can get contracts jumping on up. part of me thought, well, you know what? Buying that forest land, maybe I can just buy it and we'll harvest the trees and we'll sell the trees as they are. But then I would not make as much money just by selling the trees as they are. And then I might be able to get enough money for the sawmill, but then I'll have the sawmill with no wood. Hello, Robert. Welcome. Hope your it's Tuesday. Wow. Hope your Thursday has gone well. Yeah, I think Sam has flickered back to Riverbend Springs. I think he disappeared again. Hopefully that'll get fixed in a patch. I don't know if I'm the only one having a problem with the dog. Of course, maybe I'm the only one that's here that has a dog on the farm. Of course, it could be just a problem with the map or something. Who knows? But it seems kind of weird. The dog is flickering and disappears, but it's happening. Hello, Glenn. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. As the sun comes over the horizon here in Frechdachs. Currently, as we speak, for mods today, there was an update. Just the one mod, that's all I saw. So, I don't think any fresh mods have come out. Panther, this is our field. I'm fertilizing our field first before I go do the contract. Any word on patch 1.6? I don't think that's going to be for a while. Hello, Shane, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. So we'll top this off with fertilizer, headed on down to field 24. We'll get that contract going. And then we'll see what other contracts pop up. I think it was just an update to one of the tractors. Don't know what tractor it was, but only tractor I've downloaded from the mod hub was the JCB. It was either a Fendt or a Deutz, but I want to say it was a Fendt update. So by getting the second stage of fertilization in, no weeds, it's been limed. Should be a pretty good yield of wheat off this field next season. The mist looks kind of cool coming through the trees. Yeah, they did a really good job on the environment, the lighting, and all that for FS25. So definitely made the game look so much, I don't want to say better, because it looked pretty good before. But definitely did spice up quite a bit. Where is my next line I got to do here? Apparently right here. And this might be my field done. Hello, Jay Scott. Welcome. Let's see. Are the bees coming out? Oh, yeah, the bees are coming out. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see. How does our field look? Let's see here. Come down to here. And actually, we got that little section right there I got to do, apparently. Thought this would have been wide enough. Alright, that should have done it. There, that looks better. Let me go ahead and turn off the show lines. Alright, let's go top this off and get it on down to the next field. Probably the lettuce, strawberries, and the strawberry ice cream I will not sell today unless somehow I get magically close to buying the forest. Don't think we'll get that far. Nope. Can I get this a solid fertilizer? Thank you. Oh, I think I left my fent and plow down out here on the road. Well, I may have to send it off in a worker anyways soon. Maybe there'll be a plowing contract that has popped up. So that wheat field that we were in, that's our only field that we have as arable. Where's my fence? There it is. I knew it had to be around here somewhere. Alright, field 24. Okay, let's get on down there. Hello, Vitamin Protein. Welcome. It'd be nice if I got the weeding contract for that canola field. That's the field I want to buy next spring/summer. Couple more fields. Is it before or after the intersection? Before the intersection. Alright, our first worker of the day, other than myself. I think. Oh, I know why it's not working, because I got it on steer assist. AI worker. There we go. Off to work you go. The pigs. Let's go see the pigs. Okay, their health only got up to 19. I was hoping 40, but that's okay. I mean, it's going up. It's going up. Yeah, I don't have protein food to give them. I do have root crop food to give them, but I don't have a way to, well, get it out of that bunker and over to the feed trough as of yet. All right, we got cotton. A lot of cotton harvesting contracts. Ooh, look at these plowing jobs. Accept. And let's get that fent on over to start plowing that field. Do I need to... Nah, I think let's go on down and get that started. Alright, we got some really good contracts that just came up. I'm actually going to cut through this field here of corn, it looks like. Actually, I'm going to turn down speed to ×1 because I don't want those contracts to really disappear. Those are some good paying contracts. Those cotton contracts do look good, but as a few of you said, oh, I took on a cotton contract and it's taken forever. So I don't really want to get involved with that. Alright, just start moving. As long as you start moving and doing something, I'm good. Alright, fertilizing contract is working. It may take a second to see the percentage go up on the plowing contract because it's a big field. I wanted to see new No Man's Land. Well, you may be holding on for a while for that. I don't think that's going to be in the works anytime soon. All right, that's at 1%. So that contract's working. So right there, some good paying contracts. That is what I want to see today. There's another good plowing contract. Stone picking for 61,000. That would just take, I mean, that's good paying, but that would take forever with a 6-meter wide stone picker and take a lot of time to empty it on out. Let's go do a Deadwood contract. You know, I like cutting down trees. And where are we going here? All right, I know what corner of the field that's in. That's down here. Visit the field, get the mini map up so I can really see where I'm going. It says these sunflowers are ready for harvest. They kind of look withered, honestly, a little bit, but I guess they're okay. So if I want to upgrade my animal pen, do I have to buy all new animals or do they get moved over? If you're upgrading the current one that you have, there's no way to... If you're talking about building a new pen and shifting them over, you have to move them over yourself. Either, well, you have to move them over with a transport trailer. If you're talking about upgrading your current one, there's no way to upgrade it. You have to sell it and then place down a new one. And before you sell it, you have to sell your animals that are in there. Or what you could do, if you don't want to sell your animals, lease an animal transport trailer. And hopefully you can fit all your animals into a transport trailer, sell the pen, buy the new one, and put them back into the pen. Alright, there's that one done. Quick and easy. Collect. I mean, not much, but that $900 kind of pays for our worker fees for about an hour. What else can I do while those contracts are going on? A mowing contract. That's a long ways over to drive. Green beans. Don't really feel like doing that, honestly. I mean, do I want to start on cotton contracts? I think it just take up too much time. Plus, I'll fill up a contract slot that I currently have. Oh, well. Let's jump over and we'll have a look at our pigs to see exactly what they're doing over here. So, in case you missed yesterday's stream, yep, this is our pig pen that's here. And we got 9 pigs running around currently somewhere. Actually, here's one right there, running off over to the pond that we put in. There's the pond. So maybe I'll actually start, while those contracts are going on, maybe I'll come over here and decorate this a little bit more. Maybe I should make this more muddy instead of rocky. Sale page, nothing there. Okay, good. Let's go down to painting. And where is this, the mud? Let's go right into our grass a little bit here. Let's get rid of all the like little rocky soil I put in. And we'll go with mud. Maybe we'll keep the rocks a little bit lower, but we'll do the mud up here. Alright, let's go to plants. And we will go ahead and put some of these bushes in. Just sporadically. What else we got here? They're all going to look withered because it's November. Start to give this pig pen a little bit of a style here. Hello, in your base. Welcome. How you doing? There we go. And I think that's going to be good. We'll just pop in a little bit of trees here and there. Because these are all free. Because I got the free landscaping mod. Yeah, they do need some trees, but the bigger trees will cost me money. Those are not free in the landscaping mod. So right now I'm just going to kind of get that in. Yeah, but we'll get some trees and some more stuff planted later on. But this is a good start for the stream, I think. I mean, I do got some bushes down too deep in the water, but overall not too bad. Oh, I'm in the bush. There we go. Alright, can we actually see the manure in the manure pit now? We had 5 liters when we went to bed, so I'm assuming we're going to have a little bit more than that. Can we see a pile? Hey, we can see a pile. It's happening. Alright, so they got manure. And yeah, they got slurry, I'm sure, as well. Probably more slurry than manure. Yeah, 175 slurry-ish, so that's not too bad. Alright, maybe I should take care. Let's make sure my greenhouses are good to go, because we're coming up on winter, so I want to be able to... I mean, I think once we get to December, there's probably not going to be many contracts, so I want to go... We might be breezing on through the winter months here. So maybe I should just top off all these buildings. Oh, I don't have a tractor. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard when your Fendt tractor is plowing and your Massey Ferguson is fertilizing and spreading. Yeah, you've got both tractors on the go. You got 50,000 for a load of wood chips. It's not bad. Alright, so I have to wait for a Massey Ferguson. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get this field plowed. Actually, it's already 10% done, so that's not too bad. I guess we'll just ride along with this guy. Or maybe another Deadwood contract has come up. Nope, not yet. So we'll ride with the Massey Ferguson. They're almost done. We'll let them finish it up. Let's see, who do we got in here driving today? Looks like Frank. Looks like the Frank is in there. So Frank is just about done, and we'll bring this back to the farm and get some things moved around and move some, get some water in. You have 10-month-old pigs, and they're already worth $1,100. I don't know if the value of the animals change on the economy. I can't really remember, but I don't think they do. 10-month-olds are those fully matured? I think those are fully matured. Are they not? All right, let's get back to the farm. We'll drop off the fertilizer spreader and start watering our greenhouses, our ice cream manufacturer. Maybe empty out the water container and put in the liquid fertilizer. I probably won't be selling pigs for a while because by the time these 9 pigs get to be mature and have offspring, I might wait a couple of cycles before I start selling them. Hello, Adam, and welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. So that forest is 250,000. See if we can get there today. Those plowing contracts look pretty good, so they'll definitely help us out. And if we do, once we get to winter, start skipping through the months, that just means our greenhouses and our ice cream manufacturing, by the time we get to the springtime, should have a good amount of material. And even better if I get up enough to even buy the sawmill for 150,000 too. We can take all that wood that we cut down and dip it on into the sawmill. And I'm kind of hoping that sawmill produces faster than the base game. And I'm thinking it might, only because it does hold like 1.5 million liters of wood. So I would think if it can hold that much wood, you're expecting you to have a lot of wood to go through. So the cycles and the material it uses per cycle may be kind of high. Yeah, I still haven't checked since I kind of started this series to see if anyone's come out with a butcher shop yet. But that's going to be like on a third-party website. That's not going to be out on the Mod Hub. My water tanker. Where's my water tanker? Is that it over by the silo? New mods just dropped. Darn it, Giant, stop dropping mods after I start the stream. Alright, let me go ahead and take care of my greenhouses first with the water, because if I need to refill a little bit, that may take a moment. But Smoke and Joe, welcome. Hoping you're having a good Thursday also. Well, William, that's always a loaded question. Any good mods, because it all comes down to the person themselves and what they're looking for. Seeing a lot of sheds right off the bat. Pack of large cow sheds with garage, cold storage, machine shed / workshop, small machine with bales, Storage racks, machinery garage, old manure heap. Ooh, the sell everything mod is out. That's kind of good to have. Underfloor storage for bulk holding. Small wooden shed. Cargo ship. That's interesting. Agricultural subsidy. Fence, rain gauge, road barriers, toggle straw swath, realistic weather. What is realistic weather? Add 3 new disaster weather events: blizzards, droughts, and extreme thick fog. That is actually kind of interesting. Droughts and extreme thick fog. But if you have droughts, does it give you an option? It just says droughts result in extreme heat, which lead to rapid moisture loss in fields. But we really don't have a way to put water in them unless it's a rice field. So that's interesting. Financing, is that anything to do? I thought that mod came out yesterday. The financing mod. Oh, well. But there are a couple of interesting ones on there. What is the cargo ship? Because what is that really? A ship where you can load logs, products that are made from logs and bales, dump wheat, barley, oats, grain, silage, chaff, straw, and wood chips. You will need a place anywhere kind of mod to place the ship on base game maps. So, I mean, obviously you got to put it into a river. So mainly it's for like Riverbend Springs mostly. That is available on all platforms, but that's kind of interesting. Yeah, but as for like when someone says any good mods, that's all relative to the person, is it not? Because, you know, what I say is a good mod, you may not see as a good mod. So the sawmill you were talking about, is that the one on this map or a mod? I missed what you were saying about it. There is no sawmill you can buy on this map, so it's a modded one. And I don't remember who the one was. Yeah, so there are some pretty good. I'm kind of interested. I know some people may not like it, but I'm kind of interested in adding the blizzards, droughts, and whatever the other one was. But that's kind of interesting. I want to go ahead and empty this. Thank you. All right, so how much can I put into my greenhouses here? We'll just say almost 2,000. Okay, so 4,000. Just shy of 6,000. If I get 6,000 in there, it's not the big deal. Financing mod was up yesterday, but got removed just like the silo information mod. I don't get what you're saying, Skender. Welcome to realistic farming, not that easy. I don't understand what you're getting at. Can I sell butter at a warehouse? Anyone? Jay. I think I may have mentioned this to you before. If you go to your finance page, as a way for my game to save, if you go to your finance page and you go to prices, you can just easily go to, let's see, butter is going to be on the list. Just click on butter and it'll show you the locations you can sell it and what the prices currently are for selling. The weather mod says nothing about how to add moisture to a field if it gets low. Just that low moisture affects yield and can wither the crop. I mean, I'm all set for the drought, but then I should be able to... I wish they had a way for us to put moisture back into the ground. So that's kind of... I mean, you can't... I mean, the tornado, you can't really stop a tornado. Hail, can't really do that, but a drought, you can do some effects. I'm guessing the blizzard, if you get too much snow, it may crush your fall crop that you planted and damage it that way. Anyways, yes, contracts. We got some more harvesting contracts coming up. I might actually do one. Mowing, that plowing contract I want to do. Stone picking, wood transport, I want to do that. Alright, we will go ahead and borrow the items on this one just to get another worker out there. Well, what they could do is they could just add, like on a slurry sprayer, they could add where the slurry sprayer can accept water, and of course you can fill the tanker with water and spray the field with moisture that way. Set destination, and we got to go... I'll just bring it down to here. And hopefully she can find her way. Oh yeah, I did want to see what our yield's going to be in our wheat field. Alright, so 95% yield out of our wheat. So that's pretty darn good. Just no rolling and mulching. I'm seeing all year-round weather events and irrigation in case of drought or drainage in case of heavy rain, etc. Real-life farmer, always get ready for those, happens or not. You will see the full effects of the blizzard on this map since you turned snow accumulation off. Or I wouldn't see. Yeah, I wouldn't see. It just takes too long for the snow to appear and disappear. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Welcome. If I were to sell, what's the prices of the strawberry ice cream? Not the best. And lettuce is the best in February. Although if you see, if I sold it today, I would get 22,000. If I sold it in February, I get 24. But we're not in a rush to sell anything yet. But our goal today would be nice to be able to buy the other forest field. $34% done on this plowing contract. Oh boy, do I really want to? I gotta bring up to there. 184, is that 184? Down here somewhere. How big is this field actually? That's a pretty big cotton field. That cotton harvester at 6 miles an hour would take a long time just to harvest this field. And that job, I don't want to say only pays $23,000, but that would take a while to get it done. Or maybe it wasn't that one. Sorry, where's 184? There's that one. I mean, I could do a green bean contract. That wouldn't take us too long to do. All right, we'll go ahead and do this one ourselves. Let me jump out of the sky here. It's a small field. The only reason why I'm doing it in green beans. I prefer that over peas because, well, the pea harvester will fill up rather quickly. Just going to cut across this field here. Did your first harvest with the MacDon. What a finicky piece of equipment. What was so finicky about it, really? I mean, were you mowing with it? Were you doing like, were you doing the swathing for the harvesting? Oh, you guys give me a big trailer. Is that going to be able to... Yeah, this should be able to unload into that. Kind of forgot what harvester we have. Workers complete their task, or so they over... Actually, I can leave this engine running, not going to matter. MacDon. There we go. Whoops. And... Alright, just up the road here. We'll cut the grass while the plowing's going on and while the harvesting's going on. Well, really, that's not the MacDon's fault. It's just, if you're really on uneven terrain, the header is just... First off, you should be using a flex header, I would think. If well, depending on what you're using it for. But I mean, yeah, if the terrain's very uneven, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter if it's a MacDon or just a regular harvester or whatever. If the field's just really hilly and uneven and using a big header, and it's not even a flex header, that's going to be even more of a problem. Because I had the same issue on Riverbend on one of my fields, where the main farmyard was. Originally that used to be a field, and I had the same issue with the header lifting off the ground and not cutting the crop in some areas. Barley in all my fields have been softened, so all machines work fine. I remember when 25 came out on Riverbend Springs, Bob, a lot of people were complaining about the fields that you're mentioning are kind of like the starting fields, and there were a lot of issues on those fields apparently. And I thought they worked on them, but I never owned those fields over there. And yeah, it is a pain when, if you are using a worker or harvesting yourself and the header gets lifted off the ground, it doesn't harvest where you would like it to. Good morning, Liz. Thanks for dropping on in today. Appreciate you being here. More mods have dropped equipment this time. Not that I want to spend money on equipment, but... Oh, we got some nice small tractors. Is that an automated Axion class tractor that I see? A prototype? AI class tractor, I think that's what it is. Working width is 8 meters. Boy, everyone must be clicking on these because I click on them. It takes forever to load up the screenshots. Yeah, so a lot of mods have come out since I last looked just a second ago. But some interesting tankers there as well. So yeah, you might want to... If you're looking for mods, a lot of mods have dropped here in the last half hour or so. I need to get back to work, though. So far, not yet, Liz. Nothing, no maps have come out today. But a lot of mods have come out in the last half hour. Maybe that'll be next, because like the first one seemed to be like placeables. The first set was like 20 minutes ago where it was like sheds and stuff like that. Now we're seeing implements and tools. So who knows, maybe they'll drop a map. Why do I feel like my harvester in the other field is... Yup. I was like, that contract is not doing a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, let me go ahead and hire a worker back and let's see what they decide to do. Other than making a mess of this corner is what they're doing. No, don't do that. Don't back up into those trees, man. Or ma'am. But you are butchering this corner. That's what you're doing. Alright, I'll just let you be. We'll kind of keep an eye on you as we move forward. I'm probably going to regret that green bean harvest because it's not paying a whole lot. After that fog has kind of burnt off in the morning sun of November, it's starting to look like a pretty good day here in Frechdachs. Yeah, I should finish this contract before the other two do. I mean, that's a field 52 plowing. Even with that plow there, it's going to take a moment. Once we do complete the contracts, especially the plowing contracts, seeing that money come in is going to be nice. So does anyone else actually have the dog on their farm? And if so, do they have problems with the dog flickering and disappearing, or is that just me? Oh yeah, I was going to search, while I was looking at the mods, I was just going to do another quick search for like a butchering factory for FS25. Might be called meat production, it could be called butchering production. Alright, now that green bean contract is going up at a good steady pace. Looks like the morning fog might be returning a little bit. I wonder with that natural disasters mod where droughts, blizzard, and dense fog, I wonder how dense the fog would be. Although it's a nice new feature, I know a lot of people complained about the fog already on Hutan Pentai being always on the extreme side. Nothing like cutting grass in November. Hello, Anita, and welcome. Cold there and everything is closed. Hello, Donald. How you doing? Thanks for stopping on in. Appreciate you being here. There was a screenshot of the fog and it looked really thick. I mean, I might give that mod a go, but I don't want to do it here because all I need, last thing I need is a drought, and I don't have a way to put moisture back in the fields. I don't think this contract pays that much either, but it gave us a job to do. Two more passes, or actually, well, maybe only one more pass. I'm thinking of the field I got to complete, but we're already at 98% done. I would say if there's another contract, but it doesn't matter because I already got 3 going. I can't take another one, so I'll have to collect on this one. I should jump out of the tractor first, or the MacDon first, because that should disappear. 4,000 for that, so not too bad. And Pentai, there was a bit of thick fog which never burns away. That could be a little frustrating. Another fertilizing contract. Where is that? That's way over on the other side of the map. All right, well, we'll go do this Deadwood job because that'll be a quick one to do. Field 128, which is down here. Was this one I just did a little while ago? Seemed like the same contract. At least the last 2 streams we got to work in our fields for almost the entire streams both days, so that was good. But now we're back to having to work elsewhere. So basically this contract is just cutting down 5 trees real quick. Now we'll go up and see how that green bean harvester is getting along. All right, quick 750 bucks. And let's see, well, they're moving, so that's all I really care about, as long as they're moving. And they're not even close to being full. This corner of the field seems to be giving our worker a lot of trouble, it seems like. This corner looks terrible. Part of me, it's like almost like a car wreck. You don't want to look at it, but it's hard to turn away and not look. Even with lights on, you can't see anything. Well, it sounds like the new disaster mod with thicker fog. That would just make it even worse. So basically, they've worked the corners so far, and this contract was probably not worth it. It's going to bring us in like 5,200. All right, so maybe I will take on that fertilizing contract for 9,000. The other plowing contract I do want to take, but I'm already plowing, so I want to be able to do active contracts, if that makes sense. Okay, and I need to go to the east side somewhere. Oh, I only get a worker to drive down that far. That's a long ways. We're not quite central on the map. We're kind of more a little bit closer to like the northwest corner. And this field is in the southeast. All right, you. Wait, where are we? You need to come on down to there. And while that's going on, we are actually going to jump in here. And we're going to empty out the green bean harvester after it gets done with this other corner. Thought this would be a quick job, did you? At least I did. Should have known, being a triangular field, that the corners may give this thing some fits. I mean, it's getting the job done, just that the corners and everything else looks just terrible. I think I'm at the point of, you know what? Get out of here. Just get out of here, man. You're driving. If you're driving me insane, I'm sure the viewers out there are not enjoying it that much either. The only thing is, when I go around the field, I will be making the divots in the ground. The ground deformation. And of course, we will make a little bit of money from the extra green beans that we'll have, but it won't be a whole lot. course, this should easily all fit into that trailer that they gave us, so I can do it one trip. And yeah, when I deliver it, I'm just going to go ahead and let it take it all. I'll probably just end up with an extra, like 500 liters at best, maybe 1,000, if it's my lucky day. I don't think today's my lucky day, but up and down we go. So in about another 15 minutes or so from now, maybe I'll have to check the mod hub again and see if they drop more mods. It seems like they're dropping them later and later in the day. But I guess we gotta look at it as they're dropping mods, so the mods are coming out. Of course, at this point, it seems like a lot of you just want some maps. Let me go ahead and try to start cleaning up this corner a little bit. Alright, just start making circles around the field. But I do believe... Nope, you're not there yet. Okay, so I thought you might have been there. This goes to show you how long it takes to get from point A to point B. From the farm in the near northwest down to the southeast. Are they there now? Yes, they are. And I did not fill this up with fertilizer before I left, which was really stupid. That's not going to be enough fertilizer for that field. I'll have to go back to the store and get some fertilizer for it rather than drive out all the way back to the farm. Nope, not going to do any pea harvesting contracts. But we got to do some contracts. We got some very good paying plowing contracts, and I can't pass them up. Because, well, the money's really good. Yeah, I would like to get the forest today if I can, which is $250,000. And hopefully get the sawmill up and going by maybe like April? If not before then. And then hopefully the money from the sawmill and also us doing contracts and everything else, we can get enough money by July for buying that canola field. So basically what I'm saying is I want to make $800,000 by the time we get to next July. Saying it like that right now seems like a long way, that's a lot of money in that short of a time. It's not like on Riverbend where we had a lot of factories and we were selling products for good cash. All right, Smoking Joe, thanks for dropping on in, and enjoy the rest of your day if you can. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, it is possible the contract sizes and everything else. But also, you know, once I do get the sawmill up and going, that's, you know, all the trees in that forest are going to be shoved in there. And if it produces as well as I hope it will, then I think we might be okay. And then, of course, what I want to do, once I do clear cut the forest that we were going to be buying, plant some oak trees as soon as we can. And in 3 years' time, they'll be ready for harvest, hopefully. Because at some point, I'm going to have 700 pigs to feed. That means we're going to need more fields, which means more money. And like I think it was Skender said yesterday, I may have to double down on some equipment to get a lot of this work done. But again, just to go over, I just really wish in FS25, on the financial side of things, instead of just seeing the past 5 months what we did financially, I wish they had just another page for like year 1, year 2, just so we can see how much we have improved in making money from year to year. It's kind of satisfying, though, in the green bean harvester, seeing how the green beans come out the back and into the hopper. But at that rate, you think it'd be filling up a little bit faster than what it is. Of course, I really wanted to make the money. I could put the economy on easy, because that plowing contract would probably go up to like $120,000. That'd be a huge boost. But no, we'll keep it on hard. Just want that first plowing contract to be complete, not only because I can collect on the contract, but I want to grab the other plowing contract that's still there. No, her name's not Jenny. It must have been Francesca. Francesca ran out of fertilizer. My bad, because I should not have left a farmyard with wasn't even a half a tank of fertilizer. We get down to this corner. I want to clean up this corner. Then if I hire a worker, since I've done the headlands for them, it should be a little bit easier for them to get the job done. That's what I'm saying about harvesting contracts. Contract really doesn't pay well enough for the time that we're putting into it compared to other contracts, but as we've been saying here recently, money is money. We'll just let them do what they need to do. What were you down to? Were you just doing the headlands at that point on that field? Because if that's all you're doing, when I come back, I can do that myself. Yeah, you were just doing the headlands. So I'll grab 2 bags. That'll be enough to get it done, because I think I might get my fertilizer just a little bit cheaper from our seed hut. Plowing for 20,000, sold. Yeah, if you got the Black Sheep Modding plow, then plowing contracts are definitely a good moneymaker. Yeah, I could actually do with the, I can see the dirt starting to pile up on our tractors. It's $4,200 for a pressure washer, but it might be time to get one. That flashing red circle to our right, that is where I'm guessing the green beans need to go. So not too far down the road. Still stuck on FS16. Well, if you ever jumped up to a previous or a very new version, game has changed quite a bit in those years. Uh, 16, wouldn't that be like the mobile version? Alright, let's just get a couple of bags of fertilizer. Oh, right there. How nice. Yep, and we want 2 of them. But each bag is... Oh, it's saying in total, like they're 2,000 liters apiece. I didn't know they adjusted, well, I don't ever remember looking there, honestly. But for a minute there, I was like, it's 2,000 liters per bag? No, it's in total. Gotcha. The red clay, that could be South America. Isn't red clay kind of like the South American type of clay from, oh, I can't remember the map that Giants came out with in 19? Forgot the name of the map. Really can't remember the name of that map. But that was like a South American map. that had the red soil type. I wouldn't say red clay, but yeah, red soil, red clay. I'm trying to think too hard the name of that map, and I'm just, the harder I think, the worse the worse I think I'm making it in my head of what it could be called. I know it got released in 19 and they remade it for 22. Just drawing a blank name of that map. It'll come to me like about 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And then I'll forget about it by the time I get to my next stream. Contract finished. Which one? Oh, the plowing contract is done. Yes, let's go ahead and collect on that one, shall we? Plowing, 45,174. Thank you very much. And now, if the other one's still there, which it is for 21,000, we will accept that contract. Won't take as long. 133. Where's 133? Okay, not too far. Interesting. It still says that field needs to be plowed. So the field shows the field shows that it's been plowed by the texture, but then you look at the bottom right hand corner, needs lime, needs plowing. Whoops. Yeah, not too far down the road here. Yeah, MacGyver. I think it could have been like in Brazil. I can't remember the name of the map that Giants came out with in 19 that was for South America. And it was pretty much like a red soil type. Okay, you can get started on that. I'll get back on... Actually, here, let me go ahead and empty out this harvester. Poncho, that seems right. Hello, Casper. Thanks for dropping on in. All right, and I should be in fertilizing this field. Yeah, pretty much right where the worker left off at, so I'm going to finish this off real quick. And that plowing contract going a lot faster. They're already almost at 10% done. So yeah, by the time I get these contracts done, we'll be over 100,000, which is nice. If we can get up to 150,000 in the month of November, that's not too bad. Of course, anything more than that is very much appreciated. Because the sooner I can buy the forest, I can start clearing out some logs and make some room for the sawmill for when we can afford it. I'm assuming the prices for the wood is the same as it was on Silver Run, on Riverbend Springs. All right, 96%. Where is the last? Am I fertilizing an area that doesn't need to be fertilized? Because I'm not going up at all. Okay, so I missed corners apparently. Ooh, just that one corner down there. Really? That's going to give me 4% in that corner. Be nice to get precision farming back in the second quarter of this year so I can see a little better where I need to be fertilizing. Okay, I mean, that completed the contract. Let's not argue with it. 93.31. Ooh, a cultivating contract for 36,000. And that is a good cultivator. That's a decent size. Let's go ahead and borrow items on that. Let me get this Massey Ferguson out to the road so that I can start heading back home. Hello, RC Mark. Welcome. Hoping you're having a good Thursday. Set destination. You can go back to here. And now I'm going to jump into the Case Quad. And where am I going for that field? Ah, that is quite a ways down there, so I might get a worker to drive down there for us. And I might jump back into the green bean harvester to try to get that done. All right, Glenn. Enjoy work as much as you can, and thanks for dropping on in today. Appreciate you being here. Let's do set destination. Yeah, just come down to this intersection if you can. And then we'll enter this vehicle. Oh, wait. Target is unreachable. What do you mean target's unreachable? Nope, 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 nope. Sorry. Fold up. That was the wrong button. I may have not have set the location on the road. Unreachable. Wonder why that is. Well, looks like I'll have to drive it down myself. So let's see. Passes through this first 4 corners. Then we'll take a right-hand turn. Alright, I think I got the path I want to take. Throw the beacons on if I can. Also the Mars map. Well, yeah, that also would have had the red soil on it, but I'm pretty sure it's not. That's not where we're watching the YouTube video from. But if you were, that would be. I'd be very interested to see them farming on Mars. Welcome back, Skender. Hope you have all your fingers after taking care of cleaning up the carp. So almost up to 100 grand. Yes, Matt Damon did do it. Actually, I think his name was Mark Watney. Not Matt Damon, it was Mark Watney that did it. Alright, through this intersection, look for my Fendt tractor plowing in a field. I want to cut down through there, and that'll get me to where I need to be. A 12-kilo carp. That could feed a few people, I would think. Alright, so I need to cut down between these fields. Is there a gap in these trees somewhere? Oh yeah, there's actually a road here. Okay. That's the field our Fendt is in plowing up. Hope I don't get stuck on some of these limbs. I might do. Yep, the second I went in cab. And it jackknifed me so much, I might not get out of here easily. Almost there. And it should be this field right here on the corner, I think. All right, Francesca. I think it's Francesca. We'll let her get to work. I need to get back into this. Trying to finish up this green bean harvest contract that, I mean, yeah, it gives us something different to do, but also at the same time, yeah, not really going to make a whole lot of cash on it, but money is money, as we say. Hello, the herd. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Appreciate you spending your time with us. It's November. We're doing loads of contracts. Our one field we took care of yesterday. So now we're just trying to get enough money to buy a forest and eventually put down a sawmill in there as well. We didn't ourselves actually do a lot of the green bean and spinach harvesting on Riverbend. But we did do a lot of it on the farm. Didn't really miss much Skender. We finished up the plowing contract in the big field. That paid us like $47,000 for that one. Just doing the contracts, completing them, and moving on to other ones. As I said, I would like to get up to about $150,000 in the bank account today. When I say today, I mean in November. I think when I saw this field, I'm like, 5,000, and I didn't do my math as I said I should be doing on this map. When I said 5,000, that field is relatively small. I forgot to do my math on Frechdachs, where you look at the size of the map on the PDA, and you get in your brain how big you think the size of the field is, and then just double it, because that's probably the size it might be. Field looks infested with bad weeds. That can't be good. Not my field, not my problem. Like John just said, don't worry, not our field. So I'm just a hired hand on this field right now. Again, I do love watching the green beans just come out the back and into the hopper back there. But really, if that was the true rate that we saw, this hopper would be filled pretty darn quick. green beans a good profit in the game? I mean, once you have the equipment and a canning production, yes. But again, I do play on hard economy, so the profit is a lot less, depending on what economy you play on. But I mean, the harvester itself, if you want to buy the harvester, which is probably the smart thing to do, if you're going to do it in the long run, the harvester is like 600,000 for the harvester. But definitely get the large canning production, because you want to do a big field, get a lot of green beans, and then that's where the money starts really coming in good. But it does take a lot to get to this point. That's the only thing with these type of crops, when they need a specialized harvester. I mean, first off, you do want a lot of crop. You may say, well, I'll lease it, but then the bigger the field, the longer you're going to have it leased. So every hour, the fee just keeps going on up. So, I mean, it's always something to work towards, and that's the good thing about Farming Simulator. At least what I like to do, it's, you can build up your farm and work towards something. And that's why I like playing on hard economy, because it takes a little bit longer to get there. And when I do get there and I finally get to buy something I've been working towards, it feels a little bit more rewarding. At least to me it does. That's the way I like to play it. That's actually something Skender just made me think of. Is peas, sorry, not peas, is green beans considered a root crop for the pigs? Does it say, if I go to construction, animals, pigs, no, green beans are something you cannot feed to the pigs. All right. That's the good thing about Farming Simulator: The Herd, is we can all play the game at our own pace, the way we want to. That's the great thing about it. There's no right or wrong way that you can run your farm. The only time you can be judged in how you run your own farm is if you're playing multiplayer and you're in competition with someone and there are rules and you're bending the rules where you can do something and the other player cannot. But most of us, I would say like 95% of us, are probably playing solo player or just having fun on the multiplayer. So it doesn't matter what economy you play on, how much money you want to start with, or whatever the case may be. Just go at your own pace. Some people don't have the time to play as much, to play on hard economy, wait for the money to come on in. But since I stream this like 5-6 days a week, we can kind of go at a slow pace. I've been playing on a hard economy for a long time, so if I played on normal or easy, I really don't think I could play on easy because I would not know what to do with the money. You guys saw what the end of Riverbend Springs was like. I was getting money and I was like, what do I spend it on? That other plowing contract is going to be done before I get done harvesting this field. I think I kind of learned about the time you have to play a game versus the difficulty you can be on. Because there's another game I do like, well, not another game, but another genre of games I do like to play once in a while is like first-person shooters. You know, player versus player. But the thing is, those type of games, I don't get to play many hours of. And when you're going against other players, and it's, you know, first one to shoot wins or whatever. The people that play the game a lot are definitely always going to kill me before I can kill them. So I love playing those games, but I always get wrecked left and right. Alright, the herd, thanks for dropping on in. Appreciate you being here and enjoy the rest of your day. Am I giving a loft a rest? Not really the plan. I was going to stream it on Sunday, but I know I neglected SnowRunner for quite a while, so I recorded 2 episodes on Sunday of SnowRunner, and just didn't get time to stream it. And then, of course, now Monday to today, I just haven't had time to stream at night. You subbed? Well, thank you, Herd. Appreciate it. And we welcome you back when you have time. But no, I'm not really taking a rest from a loft. But at the same time, I will say I'm still unsure about the game Aloft. I'm not sure. I like it, and at the same time, though, it's I don't know how to say it. But yeah, it is getting a little bit repetitive, just going from island to island. The corrupted islands don't seem to be that different from each other. It's kind of like the same thing over and over in some ways. But I hope to be able to stream it sometime this weekend. Oh, and I should mention, though, that tomorrow I will not be streaming Farming Simulator 25 on Frechdachs. I will not be streaming Farming Simulator 25 at all tomorrow. I gotta go take care of a couple things, so I will stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure what time the stream will start, and it will not be Farming Simulator 25 because I don't want you guys to miss out on anything, not knowing when the stream's going to start. I don't want to, finally get back home and start to stream like at 5 hours later than I normally do, and you miss it because you're not prepared, or it'll be later for you. So I do have a game in mind I want to stream tomorrow, some I haven't streamed or showed at all yet. So just be aware, tomorrow there'll be no Farming Simulator 25 stream. But like I said, I'll be streaming at some point in the day tomorrow. But I don't know what time. It all depends on what time I get back home from doing stuff. We'll eat a crappy lunch while you describe some king's meal, Skender. I agree. I had toasted peanut butter this morning. Well, I had peanut butter on toast. I had peanut butter on toast this morning. That's what I've had so far. Well, we're up to 75% done on this contract, but just remember, 20% of a harvesting contract is delivering the goods, and we haven't delivered anything yet. So, really, it's just 5% more of the harvest I gotta do. Is that cultivating job, is that getting done? I thought that was going along pretty good. Okay, no, they're working. They're doing their thing. Maybe I should see if there's a sunflower contract out there that I could do. Because I was in a couple fields that had sunflowers that ready for harvest. If I can get some extra crop and just put it in the pig pen, their health may go up quite a bit. I mean, really right now the pig's health is not that important. I can say that because it's a game. They're not gonna fall over and die on us. Peanut butter on toast, you cannibal, you. That's right. Did I see your message? Message about in chat? I don't think I've seen anything you typed recently. Let me scroll up, Robert, and see what the last thing you said. Where did you type in? Not seeing what you may have said, Robert. So either it didn't come through, or I'm just not seeing it in chat, whatever you may have mentioned. Oh, the other plowing contract is pretty much done. So we'll collect on that, and we'll see if there are some big contracts are coming through today, which is good to see. That's what we need. All right, that one paid $21,858. So that cultivating contract's going to pay us $36,000. Yeah, it's all looking good. Harvesting. That's soybeans. Soybeans would count, but I would need a bigger field, wouldn't I? There is another plowing contract not far from where we're at. I'll accept that contract. We'll get the plow on it. To the right, so it's up past the pig farm. Wonder if the plow's going to clip on any of these branches overhanging the road here. Yeah, we're just going to scooch right across these fields. Is it just you, or Ready to Harvest canola is a lag machine for the game? I don't think I've harvested canola yet in 25. I can't go to that field because that's my pig pen with the fence up. Can't go through that. This is a weird shaped field, so we'll let the worker figure it out. I got similar fashion trees around my fields, but those are walnut, and because of the space between them, they get very big. This tree looks, just lumber, not very productive in terms of farming. I asked when it FS13 or 25 where you started. Was it FS13 or FS25 where you started in debt and had to work clear your debts first before you could make a profit? FS15. Okay. I think I know what you're trying to ask. 13 is where I started playing the game. The series, anyways. And about 2 weeks later, FS15 came out. So I played I actually played a lot in 13 in that 2 weeks time. And when FS15 came out, it's like, I gotta get it. I gotta get the new game. FS15, I played a lot on Bjorn Home, on normal economy. And after a while, I played a lot on that map, and I just had millions of dollars. And that's when I started looking at a modded map, and the first modded map I went to, what's the Giants with? I think it was the map from 13 that they brought over to 15 that I was playing on in 13. And when I went to that map in FS15, I went to hard economy, but I did not give myself a debt. I did use like the starting farm. I would say really not until FS17 that I started off by selling all the equipment and have to work my way up through buying stuff. So I started feeling really comfortable with the game at that point. Then, of course, when I got to 19, that's when I started doing the real crazy stuff, like, all right, let's start off with somewhat a farm, but a $55 million debt. That's when things started getting real crazy. And now I'm just trying to find more and more. I try to keep it interesting. That's all you can do for myself. Because if I keep it interesting for myself, I think that gives better content. And by changing it up, maybe it gives you guys ideas of what to do on your farms to keep it interesting as well. But in short term, to answer your question, Robert, in FS15, after I left Bjorn home, after about a year or whatever it was, that's when I switched to hard economy. And not really until I got to 17 did I really starting off with nothing. And then working our way up. Because also in 17, that's when... I think that in 17 they were called missions, not contracts. But that's when I started doing missions to earn money. And then I would buy the farm. Sounds weird saying it like that, but that's when I would buy the farm and start buying my stuff. Yeah, that $5 million debt, that was nothing. I mean, yeah, it took us a while to pay it off, but I think that worked out really well for us in Riverbend, because Riverbend brought us to about a week ago. And now we're starting to get maps that we can play on. And I just knew that about Riverbend. I was like, we're going to be on Riverbend for a while, so let's make our time there worth it. And I had a lot of fun in Riverbend. I think Riverbend is a great map. I think Riverbend moved to the top of my list for giant maps. Triangular shaped field. It's the end of what you call a skull line. After doing similar fields, this is what you end up with. Well, yeah, it's hard to make a triangular field square. Hello, Chet. How you doing? Thank you for joining us today. This $5,000 contract for doing green beans. Well, at least it's entertaining to us. That's about it. That's all I can say about this contract. It's definitely something we haven't done yet in this map. I would say if this contract paid us double, then I'd be like, okay, it was kind of worth it. But at $5,000? In some ways, I do still kind of miss the missions that we had back in FS15. Mowing the grass at the town park. Moving the luggage. Does anyone remember moving the luggage around? Imagine one of the big fields of green beans or peas or spinach. Nope, nope, yep. Is it me, or is the ground deformation... Seems like it's more prominent than it was previously. Was that updated in the last patch and I missed that in the patch notes? It seems like we're getting a lot more ground deformation than before. Alright, let's get away from that harvester. Where am I going with this? I know it's just down the road, but let's see where I got to bring this to. Don't know why I'm scrolled in so much there. Down past the store. Okay. This debt was on the map. You bought a farm, which was a serious debt, not one you could make. Well, if you're talking about the $55 million challenge, that was an FS-19 on the Pacific Northwest. So, I mean, if you're saying serious debt, that's the biggest challenge that took on $55 million debt on hard economy. It's not ground deformation, it's going over the grooves a harvester made. But that's ground deformation, that's what Giants calls it. That's the ground deformation that the harvester made. It just seems more prominent than it did in previous... I mean, I think we talked about it yesterday when the Kloss harvester seemed to be making the ruts deeper than what the John Deere S7 did. It just seems like it's it's doing ground deformation a little bit more than it was. I don't think I've been to this place yet, although we haven't done a lot of harvesting contracts to deliver. Nice looking building, actually. Alright, I should get a little bit of extra as well. Hopefully it's a lot extra, because that contract was not really worth it in my opinion, but... Alright, almost $3,000 worth of green beans off it, so not that bad. And yes, we did have enough to finish the contract. So yeah, $4,269 for harvesting those. Not really worth it, like I said. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Got a fertilizing contract. I don't know where 176 is. Another plowing contract for almost 20 grand. Thank you for changing the pink to something more pleasing. I may change it back now just to irritate you a little bit. Yeah, but that was your own debt. This one was the map maker's debt. I don't think any map maker is going to give you a debt. A lot of the maps I set up when I start a Let's Play, I set everything up sometime before recording, so... yeah, there's no map that's going to say, hey, you got to start off with a debt. At least I don't think so. Not ones I've played on. Oh wait, the other plowing contract is almost done. So since that one's almost done, we'll take on this one in field 86. Oh, I'm out of... The worker ran out of fuel. It was running with no fuel in it. Does Omatana's trailer, does that take fuel? Tanker, whatever? No, it does not. No, it does not. Okay. You know what I can do? All right, it's a little cheaty, but we're going to do this here. Wait a second. We're going to fill vehicle. No, wait, what? No valid fuel in it. I can't fill up the, even with the power tools, I can't fill this up with fuel? Interesting. Well, I mean, there's a couple ways I can do this. I don't have a tanker. I got the IBCs I could fill up, but then I have to go down to the store and grab it and come back and fill it up. Or I could just pick this up and carry it over to the farm and fill it up, because we're not that far. Oh, I can't even fill up the plow. Switch worker to biofuel, then turn it back off. I don't think I can hire a worker, can I? Oh, I can. Interesting. I can hire a worker with no fuel in it. I wasn't going to carry it over because we're not that far from the farm. Where is that setting? Is he going to buy fuel or not? But hello, Farmable. How you doing today? I don't have access to the land. Is he going to buy fuel, or... I don't think he's going to buy fuel. Alright, let me turn that back off, and I'm just going to go ahead and let me turn that back off. Alright, here we go. I had a couple of options. I could have bought the IBC down at the store, brought the Massey Ferguson down with the trailer, fill up the IBC, brought it back, and then done that. Reset the vehicle. Yeah, I could reset the vehicle to the shop, but the gas station is not at the... There's no gas station at the shop. The nearest gas station's down the road. I literally have no fuel in the tractor. So just drop this down at our fuel point and fill it up here. What you see every farmer do, pick up their fence 730, is it 738? I think it's a 738 with a plow on the back. Gonna have to make sure this doesn't happen again. Alright, you guys saw nothing We made it back perfectly fine. There we go. Yeah, like nothing ever happened, right? When you reset the tractor, it fills up to 10%. Don't think I've ever done that, honestly, but I'll try to keep that in mind for next time. But hopefully it doesn't happen again. Wait, did I... Oh, I didn't collect on that yet, so I'll collect on that one. And where is 86? Alright. Let's head back that way. And we'll see how we're doing after, because we're waiting for that cultivating contract. Now we got this plowing contract. We'll see where we stand and see if I want to move on in the months. Actually, you know what? We'll just start cutting through the fields because it's a ways to go. I mean, I could have done that the proper way, like I said. Buy an IBC for, I think it's $100 for it. Bring the Massey Ferguson down with our trailer and bring the IBC to a fuel station, top it off of fuel. But for time-saving purposes, that will work. Actually, I talked about an hour ago, not running into a bush. That's not what I wanted to do. When I get this worker started off, I'm going to just do a quick search to see if there's a butcher shop or meat production, depending on what they want to call it. It's not going to be on the mod hub. It'll be from a third-party website. But the last time I tried doing it 22 in the mod, it paid terrible selling the meat products. Did not work. Well, the mod worked, but I was losing money doing that production. Just want to make sure the worker does get started here. Alright, it's going to start off slow. You guys get to watch that, but let me just do a quick search here. Farming Simulator 25 meat production. Anything coming up? Alright, nothing. I don't see nothing showing up there. Okay, no, I see that. The only ones that are coming up for 22. So I'm not seeing anything for bringing like our future pigs to a butchery or meat production. Currently not seeing that as of right now. Just searching something else here. No, nothing there either. All right. All right, we're back. Well, you were seeing this, but you weren't getting the audio, but now you should have the audio back. Did you reset the fuel purchase option for workers? I thought I did. Takes a second. Where is it? Down here. AI worker fuel refill off. Everything's off. All right, so we're at 130,000, and with the 2 current contracts, that's like $56,000 in contracts. What else is out there for us to do? Harvesting, we're going to skip. Stone picking, I'm going to skip. 176 is kind of on the other side of the map. Actually, I think my Massey Ferguson is here. I'm going to top this off of fuel, because one thing I don't want to do, and you guys have to watch, is if I ever run out of fuel, that'd be kind of embarrassing. So I'm going to top this off of fuel, because I don't want that to happen. Yeah, but that's going to get us pretty close up to $180,000 after those 2 contracts. And then I will refill this with fertilizer. The next thing I want to buy is... I think it's forest number 202. Because I want, let's see, what is it, like 250, almost 260,000 for that forest. And then start clearing out an area for our sawmill for 150,000. And I want to get the sawmill up and going by April, which, I don't know. And if I can get it by April and just get all these trees into the sawmill and let the sawmill do its thing, hopefully the sawmill and everything else that we're doing, I should be able to forward this field for $428,000 by July. I hear a couple people laughing at that. But, so yeah, we need roughly in total $800,000, maybe $850,000 to get to where I need to be. We're at $125,000 currently. So that's where we're at. I did take care of the liquid fertilizer. I did. All right, so these are all going good. Ice cream's got honey, strawberries, water. Okay, that's going good. Just got to keep an eye on the strawberries, because our greenhouse currently, I'm selling the strawberries. But when it gets slow, I'll change the strawberries from storing back to distributing. And that will get back up there rather quick. Which spot on auto feed barn is straw? Got it, middle one. I would have no idea to help you out there, Jay. I remember that it was the pig processing plant. I don't think it was a pig process. I think it was for pigs and cows. And nothing for 25 has come up yet. I don't even know if the one in 22, the one I use, I don't know if that was ever adjusted, fixed, because the pricing was just terrible. Yep, this is our wheat field that we replanted yesterday after harvesting corn. 95% yield in this field, so that's going to be good. Yeah, Sam has disappeared, but Sam was here earlier flickering around. I'm going to put food in the food dish. We're going to stay here for a minute. If the food just disappears, that means Sam is here, but just invisible. But it may take a moment for Sam to show up. I shouldn't be checking the sale page, but I can't help myself, but there's nothing there. Wait, $5 fuel cost. What? Oh, that's probably finally showing up from when I hired the worker to buy the fuel, because we just reached that 11:30. Sri Lanka is better than River. Well, Jay, that's the thing. We all have a right to our opinion. I mean, personally, I would disagree with you on that. I hated Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was, I was on it for like about 5 episodes showing off the new vegetables back then, which was the red beet, parsnips, and carrots. I hated Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, though, I mean, for what I was doing on it, I should say that. I think Sri Lanka could be a good map to build a farm up and put buildings around and such like that. But Sri Lanka, I did not like. Riverbend, I think, in my opinion, Riverbend, for me, moved to the top of my list of favorite Giants maps that they made. I love Goldcrest Valley. I did Goldcrest Valley in 22. I did like Goldcrest Valley. And Westbridge Hills I liked also. I did like Bjornholm. Bjornholm was in my top 5 of Giants maps. But Riverbend, I think it's because of the detail that they put into Riverbend Springs. A lot of people don't like Riverbend Springs because you got the river and you got to go around the river. I mean, you only can cross at certain points, either on a bridge or the ferry. Sam, buddy. I don't know where Sam is. Alright, so maybe I should be doing another contract, and maybe I should be doing this fertilizing contract, but it's field 176, which is like down here somewhere. Oh, a Deadwood contract. Yeah, we'll go do that. I know I was waiting for Sam to show up, but oh well, Sam wants to do his own thing. He can do his own thing. New French map is the best I've ever seen. As something for everybody. Well, when it comes out in the mod hub, I'm definitely going to have to give it a really good look and see what it's all about. I saw pictures of it on the Giants Discord about a month ago. But that's pretty much all I know about it. Alright, I should be just looking north, and I should be able to see the markers on the trees. I'm looking for the markers, and I'm also looking for just a dead tree somewhere. And here. Daggerwin gave a preview on the map. I would, I would rather watch like someone like Mr. Sealy P give Mr. Sealy P or Farmer Cop when the map comes out, and I'll have a look at it from their perspective, and then if it looks really good, then I'll jump on the map and see if it's something I want to do. See a dead tree over there. Oh wait, was it right here? Yep. Why are you not using a webcam? Okay, I'll bring the question back to you. Why should I use a webcam? Oh, contract complete. Oh, wrong buttons. Fertilizing, bale wrapping. Yeah, we'll go do bale wrapping. It'll take a little bit of time, but those other contracts won't take up too much time, I don't think. But as for a webcam, I just don't feel like it's just not my style, really. And I think it'll take away from some of taking up space on the screen that's not really necessary. Oh, wait, where was I going for this bale wrapping contract? I thought I was down this road. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Now I got it. Now I got it. Take a next left. And it's a field on the left. Yeah, so after I get done with this contract, the plowing, cultivating contract, we'll have a look, see if I want to skip through the rest of the month. I may fast forward time, see if any high-paying contract comes up, but yeah, we're going to be looking pretty darn good money-wise. But of course, if we can get a big contract still, that'd be even better. And of course, you all want to see a bale getting launched, don't you? Yeah, getting early access to maps is nice. Until you find out when it gets uploaded to the mod hub and it says, new save required. But I guess it all depends on the feature that was added that requires a new save. If it doesn't, if you don't want the new feature, then you don't have to update the save if you don't want to. Did I buy any additional pigs today? Nope, we're done buying pigs. We bought 3 of each, and that's all we're going to buy, and we're going to let the pigs do what the pigs do. I don't want to buy more pigs because we don't really have the feed for them, so we're going to let them go at his own pace. I know what you're here for. Robert's only here to watch the bales get shot out the back every once in a while. Imagine the day that maybe Giants fixes this. I don't want to call it a problem. This would be the one fix that I think 95% of the community would be like, why did they fix that? How do you score points in this game? It's all done by technique. Air time, and make sure you stick the landing. So those are the key things. So the two bales I'm going to remember for a while. The one on Riverbend that I should have looked, but I think that bale may have went across the entire river. And I think it was like late last week in the stream here on this map where I got one of the bales stuck in a tree. What the pigs do in their own time, that's up to them. So that cultivating contract is done. As you can see, we're just about done, and plowing the field is not. Wait, where the heck did that bale go? And nuts, I didn't get that. Oh, there we go. Where did that? Where did that... Wait a minute. Wait. Is it in the tree? I got another one in the tree. Now that one in the tree was better than the one last week. That had... The other one was like in a bush, like this. So the one last week I got stuck in a bush like that, a small tree. But that one there is pretty darn good. That's got the height. Somehow it got wedged in there pretty darn good. So that, you know, that may be in second place now. I still think the one in Riverbend going across the river, that had good height and distance. But that one there is looking pretty good. But either way, the wrapping contract is complete. So I'll click on the bale wrapping contract first, because if another cultivating contract comes up that pays rather well, and I don't see one. All right, we'll just click on that. Cultivating contract for $36,125. And now we're just waiting for the last almost $20,000 for the plowing contract. There we go. So yeah, we'll be over $180,000. And actually, I'll put the time scale back up to times 6. Let some time go. Also, in case you missed earlier, so we do got some things we could sell. The lettuce price is starting to look a little bit better. The ice cream's not great, but it's not bad either. But currently we only got like 34,000, so probably $40,000 worth of material there, because we'll bring it to the small farmers kiosk to get our bonus. So that's 40,000. Of course, the corn, the wheat, and the potatoes. It doesn't show the potatoes because the potatoes are on the ground, and I guess the mod cannot see them. Not only the mod doesn't see them because they're on the ground. Even the game itself does not know we have potatoes, because it shows we got 0 liters. But the potatoes are for the pigs anyways. Russian judge still gives that tree bale launch a 3.6. Yeah. Definitely. Seems about right. Alright, let me go ahead and get rid of the worker, because I am paying the worker for doing this. And we'll do the last 20%, which looks like it's just a headland. How do you make hay? It's pretty simple. In the base game, you just got to cut grass, and might as well just put in widespread. You need a tedder. A tedder will turn grass into hay. So go to grass care and look up tedders, and that's what you need to make grass into hay. Or there are some mods out there, and I know Omatana has one, where you can just cut grass, bring the grass to a fermenting silo or a grass dryer, and it'll turn the grass into hay that way. I mean, there still will be contract in December, but not as many as we got here in November. After harvesting wheat, of course. Jay, I don't understand. You're not gonna. I don't know if you're trying to. Are you trying to say that you want to get wheat into hay? Because that's not going to happen. Yeah, Omatana does have one. I actually had the mod installed just in case I went with goats on this map just to help us bring in the money, but I just didn't really want to get into grass work. Just like I didn't want to get into sawmill work, but I think here the sawmill makes sense because, well, there's a lot of trees that we can cut down, and yeah, we need some more income. Robert, Omatana has mods out there that you can put grass into a silo and it'll dry the grass into hay, and she also has where you can put grass in and it'll ferment it to silage. So she's got fermenting silos and grass dryers. So basically, if you want to, what you can do is just get a big grass field, and when you cut it, put it into a swath, and then go around with a forage wagon, pick up the grass, and then bring it back, and you can either stick it into a grass dryer to make hay, or you can stick it into a fermenting silo to make silage. It has been a great November morning here on Frechdachs because what did I start with? Like 30,000? We're up to, well, we're going to be up to like 185,000 here in just a second. That stone picking job, yeah, it does pay a lot, but man, that would just take forever. Alright, so up to this road and take a left and just stay on this road all the way back to the farm. Carp belly was really good. Well, it was made by the best chef around, isn't it? One thing I always say is food always tastes better when someone else cooks it. Oh wait, this is not where I need to be. I just saw the road and thought I was back at the farm. Are beehives considered animal husbandry? As far as the game is concerned, yes. So if you're trying to buy bees, you got to go into construction menu, and where you get the cow barns and all that kind of stuff, you keep scrolling over, that's where you'll find the bees. Alright, this is the road I'm looking for. Alright, we are back home. Put the time speed up to time 60. Let the time just go by a little bit quicker. Because we're only halfway through the day, but we've been doing a lot of work in the big fields. I'm going to say the dog food's gone, but we weren't here to witness when it disappeared, so I don't know if Sam is technically here. But the food is gone. Yeah, so a lot of harvesting contracts are there, but definitely nothing I think I want to get involved with. Cultivating, not enough. Deadwood. Fertilizing, is it near us? 125, that's kind of near us. More plowing contracts, but not extreme amounts. But I mean, I do need the money. Hang on, let me slow down time here. So there's a couple contracts we can do. This plowing contract for 11,000 is right here at the farm, so we'll accept that contract. And also the fertilizing contract for 125. 176 is down there. 125 is not that far. We'll accept that one also. You had a sausage casserole today. That sounds pretty good, John. You guys are starting to make me a little bit hungry. I guess that peanut butter on toast I had earlier is not going to hold me off that long. Am I using a steering wheel and pedals or just steering wheel? Steering wheel and pedals. So these contracts will push us over the $200,000 mark. And I'm going to try to plant, once we do buy the forest, yeah, I do need to save up for the sawmill also, but I think I want to get right in there and start planting some oak trees so that process gets started. It'll take 3 years to benefit from all those oak trees, but it should be rather simple dragging them to the sawmill. Don't have to cross any roads or anything. Well, 125 is further down the corner than I thought it was. Hey, any pigs in a blanket, they better not be coming from my farm. Those are young piglets. Yeah, I'm not too interested in doing harvesting contracts just because, yeah, the money is nice. It's just a lot of time to actually do the harvesting and transporting. I mean, don't get me wrong, these plowing contracts and cultivating contracts, they take a while as well, but they are faster, and I don't have to babysit them, usually, and they get done at a pretty good pace for what we're getting paid for. Wow, this is a huge field. It's not the one I'm fertilizing, but I'm just driving through it. But man, it's a huge field. Alright, so while they're doing that, I might as well go ahead and take this Deadwood contract, right? Let them do what they need to do, and I'll do what I need to do. Yeah, we'll just visit this one over here. Those sausages came from Sainsbury. As long as they didn't come from Frechdachs, and I don't have missing pigs, I'm all set with it. Love running around with a chainsaw. Just checking the edges first. Alright, where are my markers? Where are the trees? So again, we're trying to work up to $260,000 to buy a forest. So eventually I can put a sawmill in. Sawmill does take up quite a bit amount of space though, but I'm hoping that the cycles and everything is good. It's going to go through the wood rather quickly so we can make money rather quickly. So just to show you what we want to buy, it's number 202. And basically it'll be from this store over here. And I think even behind the store is what I would get. Okay, like halfway from the store over to the right. So yeah, halfway over, and it would go all the way down to about... maybe here? I'm pretty close. So basically all these trees from here and to our left, we would have access to, and halfway across the store. I could buy that lot over there, but there's like an audio glitch when I go into that section of the map, so I don't want to go in there because we'll start getting like popping sounds in the headsets and speakers. Don't know why it does that when I get over there. But plenty of trees. The sawmill, I don't know where I'd put it yet, but I would cut down the trees first, move them out of the way. And then, of course, we'll put the sawmill down and cut every tree that we possibly can. And also get to start planting some oak trees over here in 3 years' time. We can harvest those. At least that is the plan. And here's our current farmyard, so that's how far we would be, but not too bad. This is our wheat field, by the way, if you're new here. Yesterday, we started this stream. This was corn, harvested the corn. Then, of course, plowed, put lime down, and fertilized it. Now the field is in pretty good shape, 95% yield. We do got beehives all around because we do have an ice cream parlor that requires honey, strawberries, and water to make strawberry ice cream. Can make chocolate ice cream in there as well, but that requires a lot more. We're not anywhere near there yet. And also yesterday, we got ourselves a huge pig pen. You can see the fence going away around it. This pen will hold 700 pigs. We started off with 9, 3 of each. And we started with the young ones, so it'll take a while to get up there, but we'll slowly get there. You have a 21-day-old mature steak in the freezer. You guys are starting to make me even more hungry. And I did also put down a little bit of a pond in the middle for the pigs. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, actually, I think I see one right in front of us. Couple more months, they'll be adolescent, and then before you know it, they'll be fully mature, and then, well, this type of pig will create little ones just like himself, or herself, I should say. And yes, we're starting to slowly pile up with a little bit of manure, and with the manure and the slurry, eventually we'll have a small BGA to process that. Sell energy, methane, and we'll use the digestate to spray in our fields, but slow process. And this is leftover potatoes from a potato harvest. I think I got 200,000 liters of potatoes here. More than enough for our pigs that we need for the near future. Alright, so we just need to wait for these 2 contracts to finish up. Maybe I'll see if any other new ones pop up while we're going around here. I mean, this is going to be 25,000, so that's nice. Yeah, harvesting contracts. Yeah, but there's cotton harvesting contracts. See a lot of big numbers here, but yeah, this takes so long to harvest. A mowing contract. That's over by the store. All right, we'll borrow those items. We'll go mow that grass. That's over by the store, so don't have to travel too far. And we get a 9S. The Massey that we own is a 7S. Alright, so like I said, I'm not going too far for this. $63,000 for stone pickup is crazy. The size of that field and that stone picker, that would take that would take forever. I do have the modded stone picker, but even then that would take forever. Then of course I'd have to keep emptying out the stones into the trailer, and yeah, I would probably easily fill that trailer a couple times with stones. Alright, let's cut some grass, shall we? By then I think the plowing contract will be done. It might actually be done before I can cut this grass. Looking for a hog roast? Well, there's no hogs here on Frechdachs as of yet. They're just piglets. When my pig production gets going, I'll sell you guys the pigs. But as for now, leave my pigs alone. I don't know if it's just me, but this 9S does not seem that much bigger of a tractor than the 7S. But then again, they're also not side by side to compare. Yeah, it still is a lot of cash for that stone picking job, but it would just... I bet you it would take longer than an entire stream to get that job done. Would be kind of nice if I actually did get up to 200 and what did I say, 260,000? 260,000 we need to buy that forest. We actually did it in the month of November. Plowing contract's just about done. Fertilizing contract is done. And I'm already 40%-ish done. The thing is also on a map, I think there's a limit to how many contracts can be available to you. So even though there's like 170 some odd fields on this map, I think it's limited to how many contracts the game gives you at once. And then of course you can only accept 3 at once in the base game. But I do believe there's a mod on the mod hub where you can definitely get a lot more if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and collect on those contracts. We'll have a peek to see what else may have popped up. I know, contracts. But I have no field work to do on my own. That's on the wrong side of the map. That's over by us. Alright, well, we'll finish up this contract here, and again, we'll probably speed up time, but I think we're getting closer to the end of the month. But that does get us up to 211,000. And honestly, if I sold my lettuce and ice cream, that would probably get us almost there. As the sun starts to set here on Frechdachs. Going through the foggy air. Foggy air? Dense fog air. I don't know. We'll see where it stand at for this contract. I may be selling that lettuce and ice cream, and that might get us enough to buy that forest in November, which is a lot sooner than I thought I would, which is good news. Then what we could do in December, fingers crossed that there's a decent couple of contracts out there to get some money in, because we'll be pretty much broke. But if we can get some contracts done, I could use one of my tractors and buy some saplings, oak saplings, and plant those in. And 3 years from now, all those oak trees that we'll plant will be fully grown. But of course, we'll have all the trees that are on the forest, start cutting those down. I'll probably use the lumberjack mod to get rid of the stumps. I just don't like the stump grinder. I haven't tried it in 25, but I have not liked the stump grinder ever since FS15, basically. Just about 80% done here. People have said the forestry mulcher. Maybe I'll see how much one goes for. Are they like, what, 25, 30,000 for those? Alright, Skender. Skender, I don't know if you heard, but I will not be streaming Farming Simulator 25 tomorrow. I will be streaming at some point, just be a different game. Just not 25 tomorrow. Might be a little bit later. $100K? Ooh, ouch. So maybe the lumberjack mod with my chainsaw at first. I think my chainsaw works pretty good getting rid of stumps, I guess. I mean, technically you can get rid of a stump with a chainsaw. Just another 10%. I don't even remember how much this was even paying us. Maybe 10, was it 10 grand? I hope it's 10 grand. That gets up to 220. I'm trying to remember if the mulcher did that in 22, and I can't remember if it did. Because when I was cutting down trees in 22, I was cutting down a lot of them. And we just used the easy development mod to get rid of the stumps, but I was charging myself for each stump that we removed. Almost complete. Well, the thing is, Bob, sometimes, like a player like myself, like in 22, I got used to using certain mods, and you forget what the base game equipment does, or what you've been using as a mod, or whatever, and you get, you know, it's hard to remember what every implement can do and can't do. So sometimes, yeah, like I said, I don't remember the mulcher being able to take out stumps, but maybe they did in 22. I don't remember. Okay, so 93, 91. Yeah, it was 10,000, but after the leasing cost, but we'll collect on that. Okay, so it's 220. How much was that, Forrest? Was it 260, right? Yeah, 260. So I need $40,000. Strawberry ice cream and lettuce. But lettuce price, that's 30, that's 40. So technically I got enough selling that. I mean, we've done a lot of contracts today. Not shying away from that. Some good weeding contracts. Let's grab the Fent, because that's right here at the farm. And we'll go sell the ice cream and the lettuce. Of course, we also got some strawberries to sell also. So yeah, that's gonna give us enough cash. Just drop the plow out here. Probably by year 4, I'll start putting down sheds. Okay, we'll sell the ice cream separate. Just so we can see the difference in what we're selling. Some people might be interested. Alright, so that was $13,000 worth. And we'll just wait here for things to start respawning again. So we just got to get up to 260. I sold stuff yesterday, so it's not gonna have too much stuff in the greenhouses. But as we saw, the price, as it shows, should get us there. So that's 17,000 liters of lettuce so far and 6,000 liters of strawberries. So I got to take these corners carefully because this trailer can tip over. Still learning FS. All the stuff since 17 is brand new and it's exciting. Yeah, a lot of things have come to the game since 17. And it's going to be exciting to see what the future holds for this game. We got some DLCs coming out relatively soon, and I'm pretty sure in year 2 and year 3, we'll have a lot more also. Well, maybe not in year 3. Because by then, they'll start holding stuff back for FS28, we'll just say. All right, so we're up to almost 270,000. That means we can buy that land for 259,036. All right, we own a forest, and I got a chainsaw. So yeah, I mean, I could just go up there, cut the trees down, and deliver logs and sell them that way. But of course, we'll make a whole bunch more money by selling the logs, or sorry, by selling stuff out of the sawmill. I just want to double check, make sure the prices are relatively the same. So wood beams, yes, that seems about right. Wood chips would be like about $5.50-ish. That's about right. Just wood, that's what I was looking for. So wood's like 1,000 for 1,000. But that's not what we want to do, of course. All right, so now I just need to build up to 150,000, which, as we saw today, wait, where would I need to go? Finances, contract work. We did $202,000 worth of contract work this month. And I'm not done. No, I'm not done, because I saw those weeding contracts. They're both paying pretty well. It's the same equipment for both. Let's see, leasing cost is $959, $959. So it's the same on both. So I'm going to borrow items here. And then the other weeding contract, I'm just going to accept. There we go. So that's going to be, what, $30,000? Yeah, $34,000. That'll be a good start towards the sawmill. And I'll probably try to get these done in between the stream and next stream. Oh, there's a plowing contract. Where is that? Well, we'll just accept that, because why not? So I'll try to get those contracts done, and that'll be the start towards our sawmill. So that's about $50,000, plus the $10,000 that we have. That'll get us up to 60. Not sure if Lumberjack's mod was changed, but was unable to remove a stump this morning. Well, let's go ahead and visit up here. This spot right here looks pretty open, so this would be a good spot to I would say, put down these sawmills. So let's try out a couple things. Let's get rid of this bush. All right, the bush is gone. And let's see if I can remove this stump. It looks like it's going to. Yeah, I got rid of the stump. So, I think someone told me or said it in one of my Riverbend streams just a couple days ago that on Houghton Pentai they're having trouble getting rid of some stumps on big trees or something like that. So I don't know if that's the case or not. So the trees I just want to leave like that. So what we're going to do eventually is once I get the sawmill here, we're going to do the same thing as we did on, I keep wanting to say Silver Run. On Riverbend Springs, we'll buy this little item right here. It's just a winch, and that goes on the back of the tractor, and we can haul or drag trees around. We just got to bring it to the sawmill. And again, the sawmill we're going to put down is a modded one. This came out, I think, last week or so. Gotta find it first. Right here. It's a big footprint, though. But as you can see, I just got to remove some trees, drag them out of the way, and we can plop down the sawmill. So if things go well here, I got those contracts to take care of here. Like I said, I'm going to get these contracts done, and then we'll collect them at the beginning of next stream, and then move on to December. And fingers crossed, we can get maybe $100,000 worth of contracts in December, which will allow us to put down the sawmill in December. That'd be great. And don't worry, while the contracts are going on in December, we'll be probably over here cutting down trees and dragging them out of the way so we can place down the sawmill. But that's kind of my goal and what we're working towards. We get the sawmill down, cut all the trees that we can because that sawmill holds quite a bit. And yeah, as you know, start making all that wonderful product and sell it. And work up to another $400,000 so I can buy that canola field, which I kind of need for feeding the pigs. I'm not sure why either, David, who the flip knows with Farming Simulator. Sometimes it's, I mean, maybe if he just exited the game, went back in, it might work. Or maybe he doesn't recognize the stumps there. One thing I will say, I remember this being a thing in FS22. If I cut a tree too low and there wasn't much of a stump there, the mod did not recognize it. That was in 22. Here it seems to be okay. Seems to be working fine. Yeah, I got the red line there, so I mean I'm cutting as close as I can to the ground. Yeah, it seems to be working fine for me, so I'm not too sure. Not too sure, but we own a forest. And yeah, there's a lot of trees to cut down here, which I will be doing with a chainsaw and dragging it over, probably with a fence. Unless the fence off doing a plowing contract, but eventually there'll be no trees here. But also what I can do now that I own this place, how much would it be to lease this? Only $1,500 to lease it. So, yeah, I'll lease that. And then also, what I want to do, and I do have the mod that allows me to get a lot more pallet of 240 saplings. 300 saplings is only it's only $6,000 for 300 saplings. That would be what I would be doing. And yeah, and oak. Oak is what we'll be planting. 300 trees. That ought to be fun. And in 3 years, those 300 trees will be fully grown. And they're 20,000 liters a piece that fully grown. That sawmill will be busy. So if things go well, December, put down a sawmill. And 3 years from now, we'll have 300 oak trees in this area to cut down and bring to the sawmill. And we'll be bringing loads of cash at that point. Loads of cash. But anyways, I think this will probably be a good spot to stop the stream for today. Like I said, I will try to get those 3 contracts done in between streams, but we will be in November when the next stream happens. The next Farming Simulator 25 stream should be on Saturday. I'm not streaming Farming Simulator 25 tomorrow. I gotta run to town. I gotta get some family matters taken care of tomorrow in the morning. I don't know what time I'll be back, but I will stream tomorrow. I have a demo mode of a game I want to show, and we'll stream that. So probably a couple hours stream. I forgot the name of the game. I think it's called Farming and Supermarket Demo or something like that. Farming and Supermarket something or other. Um, so I'll be streaming that tomorrow. I don't know what time. Maybe sometime around this time is when I'll start. But I'll have to wait and see what time I get done tomorrow, what time I get back home. What about a loft? I don't know when I'll get to that. Maybe over the weekend. I still got to record ATS for Sunday. So, I mean, I will try to get back into it sometime soon. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, I need to actually record ATS probably tonight. So that can be ready for Sunday. So, for your channel members, you might actually see the ATS video go out tonight later on. But yeah, just a reminder, no Farming Simulator 25 stream tomorrow. So if you're just here for the Farming Simulator stuff, we'll be back here on Saturday, same starting time as normal. And yeah, and go from there. Hopefully working in a forest. But I'm pretty pleased that we were able to afford the forest in November. That's ahead of my schedule that I thought we would be. But anyways, if you're still here and you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget about hitting that thumbs up button. It helps me out more than you know. Thumbs down button's there as well. You can hit that if you want to. But if you do, I just ask, could you leave me a comment as to why, so I can make the stream better for you, but no one ever does. And if you're new here, yes, if you're new, then subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on more streams and content like this. Yeah, hopefully I will see you at some point tomorrow for, like I said, I think the game's called like Farming and Supermarket Simulator or something like that. And but if not, maybe on Saturday when I get back here on Frechdachs. But until then, everyone, have a good one.